Cultivation, WN, Chapter 30, Searching for a Partner. After Su Yang returned home, he placed a sign outside his door to announce that he would be in closed cultivation for a few days. Inside his room, Su Yang opened the red wooden box and a wave of heat blasted him in the face, feeling as though he was in a hot desert. Inside the red wooden box was a flower that was red from the head to the tip of its roots. It was also glowing a light red, seemingly alive and breathing. 10,000 premium points for this low-quality pure yang flower? This is clearly a scam. Su Yang sighed once he saw the actual pure yang flower. Its glow gave away the quality. As the darker red it glows, the better the quality. As disappointed as he was in the pure yang flower's quality, Su Yang, however, was in no position to complain or be picky. Su Yang retrieved the pure yang flower from the wooden box, and it felt like he was holding a hot rock that has been sitting in the blazing sun for all day. He then placed it in a grinder, and he began grinding the pure yang flower into powder. And even after turning into powder, the pure yang flower was still glowing red. After he finished, Su Yang stared at the powder, seemingly in a daze. The celestial body refining scripture will allow me to absorb the potent profound qi within the pure yang flower without a problem. The side effects, however, must be dealt with naturally. Su Yang sighed at this moment. While he could deal with the profound qi and not explode to death when consuming the pure yang flower, its side effects would surely be troublesome if not dealt with properly. Su Yang has been pondering the best candidate to help him relieve these side effects ever since he thought about obtaining it, but alas, not a single person came to mind. Once I consume the pure yang flower, not only will my cultivation base rise but so will my thing down there, and it would not rest until I relieve it with someone else. Why did I have to come to this place filled with mortals? It is basically impossible to find someone even a small fraction of my real age here. While Su Yang was not someone who would let something like the age of his partner bother him in his previous life, that was because everyone around him was either immortals or powerful cultivators that have lived thousands of years already. And while one's age has no significance in the eyes of cultivators, there was still a boundary to morally respect. The oldest here would most likely be the matriarch, but even then, she would be at most 200 years old. Not to mention her status as a matriarch. It'll be hard enough just to get near her, let alone cultivate with her. Many minutes later, Su Yang gave up on trying to find a suitable partner, as a weakling like him has no real choices in this mortal world. If he does not suck it up and cultivate with the mortals in this sect, then he can forget about returning to the immortal world, let alone reunite with his lovers that are at an even higher place. After stealing his heart, Su Yang packed the pure yang flower and left his house to find himself a partner. The first person that came into Su Yang's mind when finding a partner was no doubt Elder Lan, who reminded him of his first love. After arriving at the medicine hall, Su Yang instantly attracted everyone's attention. Su Yang, what are you doing here? Huh? Su Yang is here? The disciples working there ran up to him with flickering lights in their eyes. It's been a while. Su Yang greeted the group of sisters that greatly helped him spread his name after Elder Lan tricked them into approaching him. Yu Yan, Zan Jinglin, Jia Biu, they were all there. What are you doing here? Do you need help with something? I can help you, Yu Yan, the youngest amongst the sisters said with a reddened face, seemingly still embarrassed about that day. I am looking for Elder Lan. Master, she is upstairs, but she said that she was preparing for some big event and cannot be bothered. Su Yang lifted an eyebrow at her words. Did she take my joke seriously? He wondered. Do you mind if I meet with her? I have urgent matters that cannot be delayed, said Su Yang with a handsome smile, making it hard for the girls to refuse. But the girls looked at each other with troubled expressions. It was at this moment a cough resounded behind them. What are you all doing crowded in the entrance? Elder Lan said as she came down the stairs, and because Su Yang was surrounded by the girls, Elder Lan was not able to see his face clearly. Master, Su Yang is here to greet you. Su Yang? Elder Lan nearly tripped and fell down the last few steps after hearing his name. Why was he here? She was even about to head to his place. Su Yang walked forward, showing his handsome face to her. Greetings, Elder Lan, he greeted her with a bow. I am here to speak with you, he said right afterward. Elder Lan wondered what he wanted to talk about, but she was clueless. Let's talk upstairs, she said after a moment of silence. Su Yang nodded, but before he followed her, he said to the group of girls in a low, captivating voice. Next time I come back here, it will be for you girls, since I am looking for partners to cultivate with. His sudden words shocked everybody there into a daze. Their beautiful eyes were wide, and their jaws dropped, looking as though they just witnessed a chicken talk for the first time. Su Yang turned around with a smile